I think what's really exciting about CTV is that for advertisers, it really offers precise targeting of digital advertising within that premium television viewing environment. I think despite the growth that we've seen on connected television, we still hear that many people who advertise on CTV struggle to effectively monitor and measure their campaigns. One of the challenges with CTV is that it is a very nuanced ad environment, and it is still a fragmented landscape that lacks consistency across platforms and devices. And with the current landscape, CTV really does require sophisticated measurement and verification solutions. There's absolutely a need for effective ad measurement solutions so that marketers can verify that their impressions were delivered to their intended audience and also ensure that their ad spend isn't wasted. And measurement solutions need to be consistent and transparent so that the advertisers can really define those baseline standards and key performance indicators that are appropriate for CTV.
So what are those key performance indicators that Moat measures and delivers, and why are they valued?
Yeah, so I do think it's important to note that marketers should determine the KPIs appropriate for their CTV campaigns. And a key part of that is effective measurement is choosing the right metrics that matter to your marketing and your business objectives. So, for example, if your campaign goal is to raise brand awareness, completion rate measurement, looking at the number of times people watch that ad in its entirety, may suffice. But some other effective performance indicators that we measure include the average time an ad was visible on screen, the total time an ad was visible on screen, and also looking at the audible and visible on completion rates. And then another big piece to keep in mind with connected TV is that you want to think about it in relation to all of your other channel marketing efforts. So looking at your total reach and looking at that unique households that were exposed to a single or set of campaigns to really understand if your ads are reaching the intended audiences and also the optimal frequency.
So that ties into performance and outcomes, and that's a big demand from marketers, particularly, where budgets are being squeezed a little bit now, we see. What about the value of performance? How you work with the buy side, people like Mountain, others, to measure performance? How does that fit in?
Yeah. So really, without being able to capture these critical media metrics like viewability and attention and cross-channel reach and frequency, it's very difficult for an advertiser to measure their performance and success of their campaigns, let alone optimize those campaigns to improve their campaign effectiveness. So some of the things that we look for to really help ensure that our clients are able to optimize their campaigns and focus on the right audiences is verifying how different platforms and media partners are delivering ads to audiences, optimizing the video campaigns to achieve your audience reach and frequency goals, and identifying if and how cross-channel campaigns are reaching new audiences. Another important piece is also looking at how your campaign results stack up to your industry benchmarks. And using a third-party measurement provider like Oracle Moat, we do provide industry benchmarks so that our clients can really understand how their campaigns compare to other CTV campaigns.
Let me ask you this. I know Moat has been, on the leading edge of all these years on brand safety and dealing with, bad players and kind of unverifiable content on CTV. Where does that stand, and where does brand safety stand in terms of the work that you're doing and how you see the state of the industry, the state of the channel?
Yeah, I do think, with the sophisticated nature of CTV, it does put CTV as a prime target for invalid traffic and fraud. So accurate invalid traffic detection is core to our measurement offering. We want to make sure that our clients, when they're spending their ad dollars, it's actually being delivered to a human and it's viewable. So, that's really table stakes in viewability measurement and verification. Where we want to go from there is furthering the conversation to really look at how can you also categorize inventory so that you can target your CTV campaigns appropriately, and you reach the right audience at the right time. And our contextual intelligence allows marketers to choose the type of content that they want their advertising to appear alongside, while also enabling them to safeguard their advertising efforts by avoiding unsuitable or potentially damaging content. So with contextual intelligence, it reads into the metadata behind CTV and really understands the value of the inventory in context. So by leveraging these insights, advertisers can tap into additional signals to unlock new targeting opportunities. So for example, data gleaned from image and audio recognition capabilities can reveal insights into CTV inventory that marketers can then use to inform their programmatic buying to deliver a message that's relevant and more likely to drive action.